My name's Sika. I am a product manager on the mobile team. So I studied public health nutrition in college. So my path to becoming a PM is a bit strange, I would say. I studied public health as an undergrad and then went to grad school for public health as well. And after graduating, I ended up working at my friend's food startup that I'd written my thesis about. Did some ops work at that startup for about 2 years, and it was while I was there that I realized that I really like product management, and then found Asana, and here I am. So as a PM, my main job is to help us figure out, and by us I mean my entire team, figure out what it is that we should be building and why we should be building it for our users. So at any given time, there are lots of problems that we can solve, lots of pains we can alleviate, and I think figuring out which pains to work on and why it's more important than any number of things is really where the bread and butter of my role comes in. I like lots of things about being a PM. I think personality-wise, I get bored fairly easily, so I think PMing is a role that keeps me on my toes. And a big part of that is just ultimately that a lot of my job is filling the white space and doing what needs to be done so that we can ship a feature on time. And I really like that aspect of working with lots of different people and figuring out how to problem solve on the fly. So I'm excited about working on Asana, the product, and I've been excited about it for the past year because it's a meta problem, essentially. Lots of people, lots of teams, lots of different companies need a way to work together better, and so it's really cool to work on something that extends beyond just the things that I'm interested in. It's cool to know that there are all sorts of companies, all sorts of people that use our software so that they can, bring about good in the world, from nonprofits to other tech companies that are doing interesting things. So it's pretty exciting to get to be at the nexus point of all of that. So I like a lot of things about working at Asana, but in terms of my day-to-day, I think the thing that I'm constantly excited about and empowered by is just the level of autonomy and transparency that exists at the company. So from being able to get involved in projects just because I happen to stumble upon, folks talking about it, or just the level of trust that I have felt basically from the beginning of my time here. It's been really great to be surrounded by people that essentially believe in me and feel like I was someone that should have been hired and then are giving me the space to do my job and thrive. I'd say I'm proud of all of the work that I've done since I joined. In particular, we updated a lot of the really core flows to our mobile app in my time here so far. So creating tasks is a lot different on mobile right now, and that's because of the work that me and my team did. And so it's really great to improve the experience on, I guess, a really common user flow, since creating tasks is pretty important in Asana. I'd say the culture is put into practice just in all of my day-to-day interactions. I think everyone that works at Asana really cares about being the best version of themselves and bringing their whole selves to work. So I think the culture around mindfulness, around really thinking about how you're interacting with people and making sure that all of those interactions feel good is something that I've felt both in meetings, but also just over lunch talking to folks. So I feel like I have a good sense of both who people are when they're working and also outside of work, and it's pretty nice to feel like you can be a full person at your workplace.